Campaign reporter Nydia Cavazos is joining us with more on Harris's movement today. So Nydia, thinking back to July, there was a lot of controversy when Donald Trump spoke with the NABJ at the convention there. How did that conversation sort of set the stage for Harris's interview today? I know that the organization wanted to speak to her at the same time, but that was not possible. So I guess sort of give me a sense of how today's conversation is impacted by the conversation that Donald Trump had.
Well, good morning, Anne-Marie. Given that we're only less than 50 days away from the general election, from Election Day, we know that Harris is going to be facing a lot of pressure. She continues to face a lot of pressure in terms of answering questions, being able to face this kind of pressure, and also being able to court other demographics. But we know that today, Harris is going to be at NABJ in Philly. This is going to be yet another battleground state, and this comes, as you mentioned, after Trump did the same in July. There was a lot of controversy. We know that Trump questioned Harris's racial identity. So this is an opportunity for Harris to lay out this contrast between both candidates. And we're sure that she's going to be touching on this tonight. We know that Harris is also expected to talk about the plan that she has for not only Black voters, the Black communities, but in answering questions that directly affect these communities. So we know that Harris, as she has been doing on the trail, and has her campaign officials that we talked to say that her most important thing is to be able to address communities' concerns, but also establish that contrast between herself and that of former President Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. And Harris's campaign also is sort of unveiling kind of a new initiative focusing on young voters, trying to get them out to vote. They've got a new Get Out the Vote effort on college campuses starting today. What can you tell us about that?
Again, this is another campaign effort on National Voter Registration Day to reach specifically young voters. And all of these efforts are going to be intended to reach young voters, from Black voters to Latino voters. And we know this is going to consist of a week of action that the campaign is launching today. So this is going to involve, on one hand, Governor Walz is going to be campaigning across Georgia. Then he heads to North Carolina. We know that Gwen Walz is going to be doing the same in Nevada, targeting, specifically speaking about young voters. We also know that the campaign is going to be having over 130 events, again, intended to reach these voters where they're at, but especially across battleground states. Of course, this comes on Voter Registration Day, and as we're less than 50 days away.
All right, Nydia, just a reminder to everyone, the vice president is going to be speaking around 2:30, and she will be fact-checked in real time as she has those conversations with members of NABJ. Thank you so much.